Good morning, Mount Vernon-Lisbon. I'm Scott Weber, Director of Bands at Mount Vernon Community School District.
Good morning. I'm Chris from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm visiting Mount Vernon this week. Good morning, Mount Vernon and Lisbon.
Good morning, Mount Vernon and Lisbon. I'm Joe.
Yes, you are. And I'm Kim.
And we are
Promoting the awesomeness of the Mount Vernon and Lisbon area with our favorite behind the camera man, Nathan Countryman.
our favorite
It's about
behind.
time.
Did you just say our favorite behind?
The camera.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he might be our favorite behind too, but we didn't discuss it before the camera went on.
I never got to vote.
I know, so I've been using it. But we don't ever credit Nathan, and
Oh.
we should be crediting Nathan, and I thought today I'm
Absolutely.
going to do it. So,
Well, very good. Mount Vernon, Lisbon, this is your breaking news.
Volume 152, number 9, March 4th, 2020. Good morning, and that was a surprise for you, wasn't it? We usually discuss if we're going to start, and I just said, I'm not going to discuss it. I'm just going to start.
Okay.
And we did it.
And you did it.
Yes. So, I'm throwing all sorts of new stuff at you today.
I'm
Be
okay
ready.
with it. We can do it.
I know.
All right, here is some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
The Lisbon Historic Preservation Commission notes busy year.
Busy, busy by Nathan Country.
Breaking news.
Woo!
The Lisbon Historic Preservation Commission had a busy year, despite the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well,
The organization delivered their annual report to Lisbon City Council Monday, February 22. Commission member Ann Opatz noted that the organization had an ambitious agenda. When COVID hit, she said, so many of our plans had to go on the wayside. Didn't we all?
Yeah, well,
all
yes.
plans, yeah. One of the larger casualties was a planned community celebration of the Lisbon Business District being placed on the National Register of Historic Places. Well, that would have been fun.
that would have been fun.
Yeah, I would have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was one of the largest community projects the LHPC has ever tackled. It says right here. That celebration is now on hold. I think we'll get to it this year.
Yeah.
Or next year.
Or next year.
Yeah.
It's worth the wait.
They're still going to be able to hold their outreach with third grade classes. That's good at Lisbon schools. Although all that was done online. With the help of Amy White and her son, professional actor Jefferson White. We know him.
Hometown boy.
Yeah. Organization was able to complete one of its open doors to history videos during the pandemic.
That's neat.
That is kind of cool.
Jefferson White always is giving back to his community. What a good
Yeah.
guy.
Well, we'll get a statue of him too.
We should.
Jefferson White and Tristan Wirfs.
There we go.
We can get pictures taken with them.
We could maybe get them a statue of them grappling. Tristan just holding Jeff over his head.
My money's on Tristan.
Yeah. That would be good.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, speaking of something wild.
Wild.
Yeah. The Lisbon elementary students are proving they are wild about reading.
Look at those precious faces
Yeah.
staring up at that camera. Who got to take that picture? I don't know.
It's a contributed
photo. Oh,
Maybe
my
it was
gosh.
Melanie Lucero.
Yes.
Let's see. Weeks worth of fun activities to celebrate Reading Week, 1 through 5, March 1 through 5. Each day was inspired by a classic children's book. So Monday was The Giving Tree. Tuesday, Where the Wild Things
Oh
Are.
my gosh.
And they dressed up with crazy hair. And some of these kids have crazy hair in this
They
picture.
sure do.
And then we did, on Wednesday, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Thursday was Charlotte's Web.
Oh my gosh.
Love Charlotte's Web.
Love it.
And then Friday was Goodnight Moon.
Wow.
So there you go.
Those are classics.
Those are classics, and those are some classic kids in there. That picture, how beautiful.
And that's a great picture of Carrie Spidell. I mean, Max.
Oh, that is Carrie. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Okay, so COVID-19 vaccine sign-up
Oh.
impacts other essential community services.
Okay.
And there's a nice little sidebar here about new scams. Doesn't that just make you mad?
That is not promoting awesomeness. That is promoting poopiness.
Well, I think that we all have to be aware.
No,
And we have to tell
no.
our parents and our grandparents about this.
I'm not criticizing you talking about it. I'm
Oh.
criticizing people doing that.
Yeah, that's not
Ew.
nice. So a number of scams have also been propagating due to the vaccine in the area. One of the most recent is that scam callers pretend to be calling on behalf of a medical clinic or building and ask for a social security number and credit card number to sign up for the vaccine. Oh, they don't do that, do they?
No.
Oh, that's so mean. Don't give them your credit card, your social security.
So
All
bad.
right. Scores of senior citizens crying, desperate for vaccine appointments. Being on portable phones so long the batteries died. Well, this isn't awesome either. Countless emails from loved ones of seniors desperate to get them signed up for a COVID-19 vaccine. And the programs that SELCC normally provide were directly impacted due to the deluge of phone calls and emails. Wow. This is Nicole McAlexander. Iowa is failing our seniors and our most vulnerable populations with a chaotic, unclear, and decentralized vaccine rollout.
Well, to juxtapose against that, which I'm sure is true, when I took my mother on Saturday at
Yes.
the Unity Point to get her
Yes.
vaccine, all of those people were working on Saturday morning, giving immunizations because they wanted to be there.
Yeah.
They called and said, we have some vaccines, do you guys want to open up your clinic to do some vaccines on Saturday morning? And they all said yes.
Good.
And so it might be chaotic at the umbrella of things where administration is trying to roll things out, might be, but the people on the ground, given the injections,
Absolutely.
are working hard and doing a great job, so.
Well, my parents had a similar story. They were home. They got a call from a friend of a friend. There's all this extra vaccine left. They're looking for old people.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys had yours? No. Get over here. My brother drove them over
Yeah.
to this place where they were
Yeah.
giving it, and they each got one. So
See, yep, so what it might be lacking of overhead, they're working really hard underneath.
well,
so.
let's just all be patient.
Yes.
It's going to happen. So here's some more about the rollouts. Okay, the vaccine rollout has been completed at Hallmark Care Center, Cherry Ridge, Independent Living and Assisted Living and Rehabilitation Center of Lisbon. So it looks like all of our local facilities have gotten it done.
Great.
Each facility had a total of 3 in-house clinics that were administered by CVS Pharmacy as part of the pharmacy provider vaccination program. Residents, tenants, and employees at the centers had to consent to receive the vaccine, and those who elected to have now received both doses.
Wow, good for
So that's
them.
a safe place. But I bet they still don't let
No.
strangers in there.
No.
You can't go over
But
there.
it's
right
one
now.
step closer to herd immunity, right?
And they're all safe, so good for them.
Yeah.
Okay, Smart Eagle Scout here.
Luke Stevens.
Luke Stevens. This is mini golf course completed for his Eagle Scout service project.
He's a great kid.
Mini golf courses for the Lester Burge Family Community Wellness Center. Oh, how fun! We can all play them if we go up to the wellness center.
Oh my gosh, Luke, you're such a great kid.
So portable mini golf will be one of the activities available at the Lester Burge Community Family Wellness Center this spring, thanks to the work of an Eagle Scout project by Luke Stevens. In September of 2019, I reached out to Matt Siders. This is Stevens, Luke talking. He had helped previous Eagle Scouts with their projects, and I knew it would be a great starting place to brainstorm some ideas.
That's awesome.
Stevens said he and Matt had discussed many potential projects before they landed on the mini golf, roughly 5 months later. So there you go, that's coming up there. Let's all go play mini golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can get Jefferson White to come and play too, and Tristan Wirtz.
Wow. Oh. He could use Jeff as the club.
I don't care, I want either one of those on my team.
I know.
That's all.
Dibs.
No, I don't tell it.
You didn't call it. You talked about calling it, and I called it. Huh?
You always change the rules on me.
Of course.
No. Okay, Lisbon's tax rate is going to increase, you guys. So
Okay.
Lisbon's tax rate will be increasing this year after going down the past 6 years.
Oh, okay, so it's just going back to normal.
Lisbon City Administrator Brandon Siggins said the tax rate will be 14.35243 per thousand, up from 11.62375
Okay.
per thousand. So there you go. Rate would also be higher than the tax rate has been over the past 6 years, when the rate was 13.3056.
Okay.
But it was coming. All right, there you go. Hannah Nehmeyer of Lisbon was named to the Concordia University Wisconsin Dean's List. Usually there's too many names in here when we do the
Yeah.
Dean's List. I can't read
We
them all.
listed all of them last week.
Okay. We've got Roaring Jazz concert on Friday.
Oh my goodness.
We got concerts again? All right. The Lisbon Music Department will be holding its annual fundraiser, Roaring Jazz, Friday, March 5th. There will be 2 shows at the Lisbon Auditorium Friday evening. You can go at 5:30 or 7:30. Get your tickets. through the secondary office. They cannot be sold or held over the phone for the event, and people are encouraged to stop by the secondary office to purchase tickets. So get your tickets early.
I mean, they have been doing things.
They have been. That was incorrect of me to say that. I apologize.
I still love you.
Good.
Look at that handsome Baron Brenner on Throwback Thursday.
Yep.
Miss him. Okay. What else?
Okay, let's skip the editorial. Okay. Changes are coming to our hometown paper.
What?
What's our hometown paper?
The one you're holding.
Oh, the one I'm holding! Of course! I'm just being silly. I know my hometown paper.
He knew
I
the
think
whole
everybody-
time. He's such a good actor, though. We
So-
almost didn't know.
So, Mary Ung Sogard, all right? Let me start by saying thank you. Well, you're welcome, Mary.
Yes.
Thank you for reading your local community newspaper. We do it every week here, Mary.
We do, whether you want us to or not.
And thank you for either being a subscriber or purchasing the copy. In a time that has presented many challenges to business, which has included ours, I thank you for being a supporter. Okay, where are the changes? Beginning
Size change.
March 15th, there will be some changes. All right.
I just read that because whenever you put in large caps, it makes me shout.
Oh, there it is. I see it all in caps over here. Improvements. We will go to a new sizing. It will be shorter in height, but with approximately the same width. Okay.
So maybe it's this.
Okay. Well, we'll continue to read it on this program, Mary.
We will.
And we'll look forward to the changes, and I imagine...
Unfortunately, it won't cover as much of me, which is probably after COVID, not so great. My COVID, whatever.
Well, I imagine that we're going to notice the change here.
I think so.
Yep. She didn't even have to tell us, because we'd be like,
Wait a minute.
we're building a dollhouse! It's a miniature paper!
Yeah. New product, it says, and website.
Ooh, new website too? Oh, okay.
That's looking more like May, but yep, that is coming. We're
Wow.
excited about that. And
It's always good to have a little notice.
the Sunlight its last one will be this next week, and then it'll ship over to a joint venture between Anamosa and ourselves called Eastern Iowa Shopping News. So it'll be on Tuesdays as opposed to Thursdays.
Okay.
Well, that's something to note.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for all the updates. All right, let's go over here.
Where are we going?
Oh, we've got a Horatio Alger Scholar.
What?
Says right here,
What is that?
Aliyah Keaton of Mount Vernon is one of 106 students from across the nation to be named a 2021 Horatio Alger National Scholar.
Wow.
And as a recipient, she gets 25 grand
Wow.
scholarship for whichever college she wishes to attend.
Wow. Did you get the opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. to meet fellow scholars? Oh my gosh. I've never been to Washington.
Maybe she'll get to meet Tristan Wirtz and Jefferson White
Maybe.
when she's out touring around. Tell them hello, will ya?
Wow.
All right.
Being a first generation college student comes with a unique set of challenges. Wow. Good for her.
That sounds really big. That's a big deal.
Her.
25.
Her.
Aaliyah? It's a her. Isn't it?
I am
Yes.
not making any assumptions. I'm just making sure. I didn't see the pronoun. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go to the cold corner, shall we?
I love the cold corner.
All right. Climate change, zero emissions, greenhouse gases, sustainable living. These are all words in the news and in our conversations.
You know what? Climate change is the cold corner because why? Because it's getting warmer. It's climate change. Snow is melting
The
outside.
climate is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See what she did there?
Oh, did you do that?
No, she didn't. I'm just
Do
noticing.
you think she's responsible for the climate change too?
No.
Oh, all right.
No. Well, we all are, but anyway. That's a whole nother thing.
So she's got some books on climate change.
Cool.
Here's one. It's called How to Avoid a Climate Disaster by Bill Gates.
Let's avoid that.
Let's see. The second one is Ideas to Postpone the End of the World.
Another plus.
Let's do that.
Let's try, yes.
Okay, let's buy that book so we can get that done.
Yeah.
Let's postpone the end of the world. How to Go to Almost Zero Waste by Rebecca Andrews is another one. So if you're interested in reading up on this, you,
And like she mentions, if those first two are too overwhelming, there are other ways to help the environment without thinking of end of days. So she's got a lot of them over there.
okay.
Good.
All right, so now we got, I don't think I want to read that story.
Okay.
Doesn't sound happy.
Oh, no. We'll leave you to get your paper and figure that out
Yeah,
for
you can do
yourself.
that.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. So we're going to go to Mount Vernon students participate in AAU district championships. Is that what you're
I
looking
think
at?
that sounds lovely.
11 wrestlers from the Mount Vernon Wrestling Club participated in the Mid-East Iowa AAU District Wrestling Tournament held at Benton High School in Van Horn
There
on
you
Sunday,
go.
February 7th. The Mid-East Iowa District is historically known for its exceptionally strong field, as it is made up of wrestlers who reside or wrestle for clubs within the following 7 counties: Benton, Buchanan, Delaware, Johnson, Jones, Iowa, and Lynn. So there you go.
Wow.
The meet was one of 8 district tournaments held across the state last weekend. Wrestlers finishing in the top 4 of their respective weight classes qualify them for the Iowa AAU State Wrestling Tournament held at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Of the 11 athletes competing, 5 qualified for the state meet. Okay.
Good job, guys.
Yeah. They're all listed here.
Charlie's classmates, some of them.
You recognize those kids?
I do recognize those kids.
Well, they got big smiles on their face. They're very proud. All right. So we've got the Drake Relays returning in April.
That is big news.
Oh, because it's coming back to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is huge news.
Well, I think there's a lot coming back. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? All right.
Yes.
Drake Relays will be returning this spring following a year's absence due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Ooh. All high school competitions will be held at the Drake Stadium Thursday, April 22, tentatively from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Strict COVID-19 protocols will be enforced. So there you go.
That's
We're
good.
Going back.
That's good. Well, we gotta make plans. You gotta make plans. You gotta have a plan so that, but if you need to modify it, they will. But you gotta think about moving forward, right?
We've got to move forward. But we got to be ready to put on the brakes too, if it's not
That's right.
safe.
But
right?
you can't put the brakes on something you don't plan.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have even planned it.
Right.
Who needs brakes?
Right.
Don't plan for brakes.
That's my point. Precisely.
All right. Nice photo
Of the
essay
grappling.
of the grapplers.
Oh.
Congratulations, wrestlers, and there's all of these supporters listed below. And we're all proud of our wrestlers, whether our names are on the bottom here or not, right?
We're proud of all our kids.
Yeah, well, they're doing good. Oh, look at them. And they're, these are some really cool photos too.
Yeah, right? They're like live action ones.
Well, congratulations to all of you.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, here we go. Just a few more. Mustangs slip past Panthers. Did you see the game?
No.
You'd be very, very good in charades. We're going to do charades. I'll read the headlines and you perform them.
Or I perform them and you guess the headlines. That would be a 45-minute show.
Probably be pretty darn good.
We probably would be good.
All right, Mount Vernon made it look easy against the visiting Mount Pleasant Panthers for a little while. The Mustangs had a commanding 44-27 halftime lead over the Panthers, but in the third quarter, Mount Vernon seemed to have their minds on the next team they'd be facing, scoring only 5 points in the quarter.
Oops, can't do that.
Class A Sub-State 5 second round contest opened with the Panthers at 13-10, Mustangs 16-5. First quarter was a tight one, tough defense, and at times even tougher offense. Senior Jaden Meeker scored his team's first 4 points, driving right at the defense both times. Keaton Kutcher, all-time leading scorer for Mount Vernon, added to this tally in the second half of the first quarter. His first jumper from the free throw line, pulling his team within 3 at 9-6. Pretty exciting.
That's exciting.
Less than a minute later, he scored from roughly the same place on another jumper. Meeker scored on a baby hook from
A baby hook? What?
What are you bringing babies into the game for?
We should not be throwing babies.
Okay. The Mustangs within 2 at 12:10, just over a minute in the quarter.
Oh my gosh.
Kutcher was back in action moments later with a layup over the rim to tie it up 12 with 43 seconds to
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Oh my God, I can't do this.
This is just the first quarter?
A penalty shot from the Panthers put the visiting team back in the lead at 13-12.
Oh no.
The Mustangs would strike last in the period as senior Brady Ketchum hit a short jump shot with about 3 seconds left. Oh my God, the
gosh.
quarter ended with Mount Vernon up 14-13.
That is some defense. That's low scores. That's some defense right there.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted already, and they had 3 more quarters to play. Good thing we didn't go. They would have taken us out.
I'm sure it looks like a backwards jump. So you guys are gonna have to get the paper to see how it went.
Oh my gosh. That's our cliffhanger for today.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Bloodhounds?
Mustangs over the Bloodhounds.
Bloodhounds, what? I've never heard of that mascot before. Bloodhounds.
Mount Vernon's Alden Nosek offers defense against a Mount Pleasant player in sub-state action this week.
Yes, Aiden.
Cleared their first hurdle to the state tournament Monday, February 22 with a 77-62 win over the Fort Madison Bloodhounds.
And what? Oh, and then they go to the state matchup. Oh my goodness.
3A sub-state 5 action.
When do they play next?
They did on Tuesday.
They did on Tuesday. That's right.
Okay.
So we wrote the story about the sub-state in case, or what the state might look like in case they advanced further.
Of course. They
And-
fought hard and didn't
Yep.
quite get it. That's okay.
Well, I think that's what we got.
Okay.
That was a good one.
That
Thank
was
you.
a good one. I loved all those photos and all those articles, and that is called paper.
That is called a paper.
Photos and articles put together.
It's soon going to be smaller. And it'll
Or-
still be called a paper.
Yes, maybe not smaller, just shaped differently.
Would you call it smaller or shaped different?
Shaped differently.
Okay.
One for me. Thank you, Nathan.
Same size this way, smaller this way, right? That's what I just wrote.
But maybe the font is smaller, so they get the same amount of things.
Or we're adding more pages to it because of that smaller size.
see.
Or then the font is bigger, so old people like me can read it.
Oh, right.
But I guess I just did read it.
You
so
did
I can't
very,
read it.
very well,
I did.
might I add.
Thank you.
Would you like to sing?
Nope, I'm not going to sing today.
Okay. See you later, everybody.
Just what makes that little old ant think he can move that rubber tree plant? Everyone knows an ant can't move that rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes.
See you
He's
later.
got high
Thanks for
hopes.
watching.
He's got high apple pie.